We can't overlook the state's Democratic contest and some strange developments going on. It's not actually a true primary, of course. There are no delegates at stake, and Joe Biden will not be on the ballot tomorrow. That's because the Democratic Party has decided the first contest will be in South Carolina instead of New Hampshire. But that's not stopping 21 other Democratic hopefuls who will all be on New Hampshire's ballot. Take a look at this sample ticket from New Hampshire's Secretary of State. It includes candidates you may have heard of, like Congressman Dean Phillips from Minnesota and Marianne Williamson, but it also contains people you probably don't know, like Paperboy Love Prince from Brooklyn. Yeah, he's on the ballot. And Biden supporters in New Hampshire say they plan to write in the president's name on their ballots. So for more on all of this, let's go to NewsNation senior national correspondent Brian Entin, live in Concord, New Hampshire. Brian, who is Paperboy Love Prince, and how did he get on the ballot?
Yeah, it's a good question, Elizabeth. I had no idea who Paperboy Love Prince was. He is apparently an artist and an activist from New York, and it is kind of crazy to think that Paperboy Love Prince made it on the ballot here, but Joe Biden is not on the ballot, and it's got Democrats here in New Hampshire upset. You drive around Concord, New Hampshire, heavily Democrat, you see a lot of these signs, Elizabeth, write in Joe Biden. There is this grassroots campaign to write in Joe Biden on the ballot tomorrow.
I'm something of an expert on elusive creatures, so I challenged myself to find President Biden in New Hampshire during this primary season.
This new ad has hit the airwaves in New Hampshire, with Bigfoot questioning, where is Joe Biden? The president has not done any campaigning here. His name is not even on the ballot. There's this Bigfoot ad running, like it's easier to find Bigfoot than it is to find Joe Biden in New Hampshire right now.
Yeah, he's not here because he's doing the job. That's my answer. Yeah.
Granite State Democrats like Francois Burdette don't like the criticism of Joe Biden, and they are not particularly happy with the DNC for opting to keep Biden's name off the state's ballot. The DNC deciding South Carolina would be the first official primary this year on February 3rd, not New Hampshire.
Our first in the nation New Hampshire status has been altered a bit, and it makes us upset. Regardless, the writing campaign is really important, and it's a risky move to have this writing campaign, but if it succeeds, we have the chance that psychologically Joe Biden has momentum.
Write-in campaigns are traditionally an uphill challenge, especially when there are 21 other names on the Democratic ballot. It's an interesting group, adding to an already unusual primary year. Candidates like Paperboy Love Prince from Brooklyn, Vermin Supreme from Massachusetts, and more known candidates like Minnesota Congressman Dean Phillips, who I spotted at the Trump rally of all places last night.
Everybody I've just said hi to, everybody, was so nice. And there's this image propagated by many of my colleagues on MSNBC that all these people are either insurrectionists or deplorables. And I know that's not the case, and that's just why I'm here. I didn't know you guys would be here, but I just wanted to come out and say hi to folks. And look, so far, everyone's a really friendly person.
What does it mean that you're getting such a warm reaction at a Trump rally? I mean, people are sort of happy to see you.
That's actually what I'm trying to demonstrate to our country. Angertainment would have us believe we are so much more divided than we really are.
Definitely was not expecting to see him there at the Trump rally, Elizabeth. I want to show you, though, the sample ballot. Again, you've got all the names here, 21, Dean Phillips, Paperboy Love Prince. And then at the very bottom, there's this line for the write-in. So this is where they are asking people to write in Joe Biden. Not only do they have to write the name in there, but they have to bubble in the circle, too. And if they do both of those things, it will count. So it's going to be interesting to see tomorrow if they can actually win the primary here without him technically being on the ballot, Elizabeth.
Well, support and polls show that he has support from 63% of New Hampshire Democrats. Yeah. So the second place person is Congressman Dean Phillips, who's hanging out at the Trump rally, who has 10%. So he leads by quite a large margin.
Yeah, that's right. I guess the question, though, is, if they're not taking New Hampshire seriously, are the Democrats actually going to go out of their house, go to the polls?
Yeah.
But there's been this
they might all
grassroots
stay
effort.
home.
The signs are all over the place. Yeah, I think they're going to go. I mean, just being on the ground here, there's this energy that they want to go write the name in. So I think it's looking good for Biden in that way, but we'll see how it plays out tomorrow.
All right, Brian Entin, live from New Hampshire. Stay warm out there. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.